All right, welcome to another video. Oh, that was a loud clap, my goodness. Welcome to another video where we are reviewing some basics and some intricacies at the same time of Pixlr. We've already added the speech bubble, the text. We've removed the green from the Mr. D photo, and we added a background of a classroom. I'm looking closer at this image now, and I see that there's a big old, what used to be called a tube TV. A tube TV, because it actually technically had an electronic piece inside of it that had a tube. This is not a flat screen. If you can imagine, these were probably about 2 feet deep. When I was in middle school, each class had one of these TVs in the corner, just like this one. And that actually was a big addition to the classroom. Most of my time, way back, I know it seems like I'm describing the 17th century. We didn't even have televisions in the room. But that's a story for another time. Anyhow, it's now time to find an image on the internet and add it to our canvas here, something that will accompany what we wrote here. As you can imagine, since I mentioned bananas in the speech bubble, I'm going to want to add a photo of bananas onto the whiteboard as if that's what I'm pointing to. It's really simple. We simply have to go to make a new tab, and let's type in banana PNG. All right, banana PNG. Now, the reason I typed in PNG is because different file types give us different results. So, if we click on the first image, we'll notice that in the smaller version, what's called a thumbnail, the smaller version, we have a solid white background. However, when you click on it, the bigger version has the squares. That is what we want. This is good. This is wonderful. A different version, if you notice this small thumbnail, already has the squares. That's not a real PNG. The internet is full of lies. So, what we do want is an image that has a solid background and then shows us the squares. This one seems like it might work too. It does. This one has a solid background, and then, once we click on it, showcases that it's a PNG by showing us the squares. I know it's confusing that the smaller versions of this image, and this image, and this image, they all seem like they would be PNGs because they have the squares. But once you add them, if you were to add them to your image, they would not work right because they would actually show you these squares. It's not what you want. The benefit of adding something like this is once you add it, these squares are not there, and you would see the whiteboard behind the image. Let me show you what I mean. First, let's download this image. If we hold Alt on your keyboard and click, we get this nice list of options. We're going to save image as. Save image as. Now, this is a crazy long name. We don't want this whole name. We just want banana.png. If you notice, I saved one earlier, but we'll just save it again. Banana.png. Save! File name already exists. Yeah, all right, banana2.png. All right, save. Well, okay. Now it's completely saved. If we go back, get out of here. If we go back to our Pixlr tab, we're going to add a new layer. Once again, we're adding an image. Loading, and banana2.png is what we're looking for. Now, once again, you definitely don't have to do bananas. You can have me saying whatever you want. It's okay with me, as long as it's appropriate, you know. But whatever you have me say, whatever image is on the screen or on the board, they have to be related. So if you have me talking about cars, you should have a car. If you have me talking about books, it should be a book. If you have me talking about airplanes, it should be an airplane. But really, anything, as long as they relate to each other. And open. Okay, the last thing we are going to do is, now that we've added it, it's way too big. We're going to shrink it down. We're going to move it onto the board. Going to rotate it just a little bit. And voila, we're done. That's it. Move on to the video that shows you how to pass in your work. Good luck!